Hi guys, I'm Sean. This is Alyssa. Gus is in our hearts, and this is Internet Rabbit Hole Daily. Wow, that didn't go so bad for being our first time in a long time. That's right, folks. We're back to reacting. If you want to know why we disappeared, we did a live stream a couple of days ago, and you could check that out if you're so inclined. And maybe we'll do some more content on where we disappeared to. But the important thing to know is that we're back, and we're sitting in IRH Studios. Isn't that right, Alyssa?
Yeah, we're here.
And we just
doing our thing.
Spent a couple of hours trying to get the tech straight. So we're in our new studio, trying to figure everything out to get it to look nice. And so
I can't believe that I didn't figure out how to make our camera look. I thought it was the camera's issue. I wasn't used to shooting with a DSLR camera. And so the color correcting and everything is, I think, gonna look way better. Like, we were filming it with the wrong camera settings every time last time, and I always tried to fix it in post in editing, and I spent so much time always dissatisfied at how green and yellow our skin would look. We looked pretty sickly.
Well, we got some nicer lights now, much nicer lights than before. We've got a much nicer setup, and we're sort of figuring it out a little bit as we go here, folks. So hopefully the quality will get even better as we move forward here. But you got to start somewhere, and this is where we're starting, and we're starting with Pushpa 2.
Pushpa.
Or wait, do the shoulder thing.
I was just trying to do a quick little Google search to summarize the first one, because how many years has it been since we reacted to the first one? I actually 2 or 3 years pretty much forgot everything besides it having to do with sandalwood smuggling.
Yep.
And so I was reading a whole summary of it, like,
it's kind of like a rags to riches, right? He starts out as just this kind of lowly laborer, and then also sort of an illegitimate child of sort of this rich business guy or what have you. And he sort of works his way up, and by the time the film ends, he's the kingpin. He's the one who's controlling the illegal smuggling.
There was definitely like moments that I had remembered, but the plot and how it ended, I had forgot that. So I wish I actually had more time to really. We spent so much time just setting up
the tech that we didn't have a chance to revisit the first film.
So I hope I'll be able to follow along enough in the second trailer, knowing enough.
I think so.
I was confused because it was saying at the end of the first one that Pushpa shoots himself in his own hands.
As a show of dominance.
Yeah, there was like a confrontation with the police officer guy.
Yeah, like a superintendent or something.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, do they mean he shot the police officer in his hands? Like, why would he shoot his own hands? That doesn't
to show how much of a badass he is. He's like, hey, this isn't even going to affect me.
Yeah.
And then I guess he gets the guy to sort of strip down to his underwear on his wedding day, and he sort of humiliates him. And so from what I recall, it just sort of ends where he's now the top dog, and everyone is, bowing down to Pushpa. And I guess this is going to sort of continue that story.
I did remember the milk truck thing. And it wasn't Pushpa's idea to get the milk truck.
The
smuggling of the sandalwood through and then the wood ended up in the river and everything, and it was like floating. So I remember that. So he ended up he took out the guys that he was under. Is that what's happened, right? Like
absolutely. He sort of, it was him sort of making his way to the top, and he was so strategic, and he had so many great ideas, right?
He was selling. Wasn't he going directly to their boss, like selling to their boss or something like that?
He cut out the middleman kind of thing.
Yeah, cut out the middleman. Yeah.
Now,
okay.
One thing to know, Alyssa, maybe I'm the only one doing it, since we have 2 cameras in front of us. Just make sure that we're making eye contact with the DSLR.
I realized that,
that other little camera is confusing me. Anyways, we got sort of a backup one just in case something goes sideways.
What's confusing is the other camera has a green light.
I know.
And the one we're supposed to look at has no light. So it's like you're naturally drawn to the light source.
Exactly. Well, what can I say, guys? It's our first reaction in over a year, so it's gonna be, a little bit to get back to the flow here. But I think we're just gonna more or less get right into it.
Watch it, because I rambled enough.
No, this is good.
I have the mouse. I didn't realize. I was like waiting for you.
So,
and we're watching the Hindi version
Yes.
which isn't the original. It's Telugu. But I guess this is kind of the most.
This one seemed to be the most popular by far. So I don't know if we're making the wrong decision here, guys.
Do we have?
We do have 4K.
The ability to watch it in 4K.
That's right, guys. With
Are things gonna stall though?
We got good internet connection. We got a fancy computer here to run everything, and we actually have a 4K monitor.
Did you check though? Is there English subtitles? It's coming up that the subtitles are in Hindi.
Okay.
But sometimes it messes
Yeah,
up
sometimes
the
it
language.
messes up, doesn't it? So we may have to do our best here.
Do we keep those on for now?
I think so. It's been a while, hasn't it? We're
hard to
like,
know
how
what
is
to
it? How do you react again? How do you set the language options? Okay, here we go.
Cash rewards.
Number 1 quizzing app. Okay, that's interesting.
कौन है ये आदमी?
Pushpa.
पैसों की परवाह है, ना पावर का खौफ। जरूर इसे कोई गहरी चोट लगी है।
Unknown sorrow.
Like from when he was a kid.
No,
and
yeah, we
stuff. That's how
know.
we got
His
the
dad.
shoulder.
Remember his mom was
Yep.
unmarried or something, and
That's
like,
right.
dad had an affair with the
लेकिन
mom.
साउंड बहुत बड़ा।
पुष्पा सिर्फ एक नाम नहीं
Yeah, look at his shoulder.
It's so pronounced.
मतलब brand.
It's a brand.
He needs
That's
to go
right.
to physio or something.
Yeah, I heard the actor really
He's
hurt
probably
his
messed
own
up his
shoulder doing it.
shoulder.
Yeah, for filming. Oh, haha. Now that you're never gonna forget. Right?
श्रीवल्ली मेरी भाई को है। जब एक पति अपने भाई को की सुने तो क्या होता है? पूरी दुनिया को दिखाएगा।
Oh, so that's the guy who maybe he humiliated in the last one?
Oh yeah,
होगी पुष्पा।
he's trying to take him down.
Getting some revenge, maybe. Wow, I love the vibrancy of this. This looks epic.
जो मेरे हक का पैसा है, वो 4 आना हो या 8 आना, वो 7वें आसमान पर हो या 7 समंदर पार हो।
Wow, it looks like he's grown his tribe even more there.
Yeah, seems busy. Lots to do.
Yeah.
Full work
Lots
day.
to look after.
Yeah, a lot to
Big
manage.
operation.
पुष्पा को नेशनल खिलाड़ी समझे क्या?
Ah.
International.
Ah. Wow, he's looking
We
he's
don't
looking
know
different
why.
there.
We don't know why he does that yet. It's just his thing.
फायर है तू। वाइल्ड फायर है।
Ah. It's not just fire, it's wildfire.
Is it the video that's glitching it like that?
I
at the
wasn't
end?
sure. Maybe it could be, we're maybe having some tech difficulties here. I did notice it flickered
It's
there
like
for a
jittering.
sec. But,
that was intentional, I think.
Oh, maybe.
The last scene.
Maybe.
But during this, it was like,
वाइल्ड फायर है।
No, we're just
no.
we're just
it's
having
normal. It's
some
just
growing
being weird.
pains here as we figure out all the quirks of the new studio and set up here. But hello, well that looks like a lot of fun, and now we just got to wait for it to come to. Was it Amazon Prime? I think that we watched the last one on. So I think this one's
Oh.
in theaters currently. So they're giving it a little bit of a theatrical release, and then it's going to streaming. So we're gonna have to check that one out because we checked out the first one in its entirety, and so you guys, of course, could revisit that reaction. What can I say? Alu Arjun looking like a badass.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear more about his backstory.
Yeah.
I guess
Because he had a
this
lot of
seems
trauma
to be
there.
more. I guess they did give a lot in the first one with the stuff with his dad, right?
Yeah, because the mom was sort of like the dad had kind of I guess it was his what do you call it?
Did the dad
his mistress kind of thing?
Yeah, the
like
dad had an affair with Pushpa's mom.
Pushpa's mom, and then he didn't want anything to do with the child, and so,
then he went to a school. Didn't he say like don't ever say you're my son or you're not my son or something? Didn't he just?
I think it was the brothers, because he has sort of like, I guess, half brothers, if you will, who are also sons of that father. And I believe they were saying that, don't use our family name. And there was sort of an altercation.
The time where his shoulder went up at school.
Yes, that was when he was way younger.
Didn't the dad tell him off at the school
was
right
it the
after,
dad, or was it one of the brothers as well?
Was it like I need to actually just watch it, but it's like was it supposed to be like bring your father to school day?
I don't
making
recall
this
that
up in my head?
I think
and then he showed up and he was like, I'm here just to tell you, like, don't ever, you're not whatever his last name is. It was like,
I seem
I'm
to
not
think
your
that
dad,
it was one of the
I don't
other
know.
sons that was saying that to Pushpa, not the dad itself. But hey, you guys can remind us and refresh us.
yeah, no,
down
when
there.
he was older. I'm talking about when he's a kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought it was still the brother.
Or
You
it
know,
was
in the
brother.
classroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
the brother was in class with him. Yeah.
I'm
why do I
thinking-
have like a visual of his dad showing up?
Yeah, I don't
to
remember
when he was a child or something to school.
Yeah, I
but
don't
maybe it was when
remember
he was
that.
older. Okay.
But we do know that
Probably
he had a
went off.
lot of trauma. He was sort of disowned by his father, and now he's on top. Right, started as a lowly laborer, and now is the kingpin that everyone's looking up to. So, wow. Well, that would be Pushpa 2. The Rule, and I believe there's even going to be a Pushpa 3. So we got a whole lot going on here.
Like the aftermath, because the first one's the rise.
The Rule, and
The
then maybe
Rule.
the aftermath or sort of whatever comes next.
The
right?
fall. It better not be the fall.
We hope not. So, boy, well, there you go. We're getting back into the groove. Still a bit of growing pains here, but I'm enjoying myself.
Are we doing the same outro? I don't.
I don't
how
know. And if
Can
you
we-
guys are
yeah.
enjoying this,
Can we,
then
like-
click the like and subscribe and all the stuff.
we could change it to. We were gonna have a whole rebrand
I
and
know,
even change the
I know.
intro, but then people said they had missed the intro. So
And we just wanted to get back at it because we're both perfectionists, and we figured, you know what? Before we get things perfect, we're just gonna get back at it. So, like I said there, if you're enjoying the stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. And we're gonna be doing more live stream, guys, more community engagement. We are back, and we love
We're
you a
back.
whole lot.
we're back, but the ugly shirt is not back. The
well-
ugly shirts, as you can tell, thank Jesus.
talk a little bit more about that, I
are
think,
not
in a-
wearing those anymore.
In a future
So-
video, we'll explain where those wonderful t-shirts went. We love you a whole
Love you
lot.
guys.
This is Internet Rabbit Hole Daily IRH signing off.
Signing off. Bye.
Bye, guys.